Alright everyone, good afternoon. Today is Thursday, April 3rd, 2025 at 13:37, and today we have a Day 2 outlook to look at here. So our Day 2 outlook, this is for tomorrow. We have a Day 2 outlook for parts of Texas, a little bit of Oklahoma, and Arkansas having a moderate risk. So yes, we do have another moderate risk for tomorrow. Excuse me. So anyway, we have an enhanced for parts of Oklahoma, Texas, parts of Louisiana, Arkansas, excuse me, and just touching Missouri. We do have a slight risk here for parts of Texas, Oklahoma, Louisiana, Arkansas, Missouri, Illinois, a little bit of Kentucky, and Tennessee. That's what I was thinking of, and Indiana. For some reason, I'm forgetting my states here. I don't know why. Anyway, over here in the marginal risk, we have parts of Texas. We go into Louisiana, Mississippi, Tennessee, Kentucky, Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Missouri, a little bit of Kansas, and Oklahoma having a marginal risk. So yes, we do have another moderate risk tomorrow as the highest risk. So we have Little Rock, North Little Rock, Conway, Hot Spring, and Texarkana under the moderate risk. Tyler, Fort Smith, Longview, Fayetteville, and Jonesboro under the enhanced risk. San Antonio, Dallas, Austin, Memphis, and Fort Worth under the slight risk. And Indianapolis, Columbus, Tulsa, Cincinnati, and Louisville under the marginal risk. So now let's go ahead and deep dive and see what we've got for tomorrow's tornado threat. We do have a 15% hatched for parts of Texas and Arkansas, and just a little bit of Oklahoma. We do also have a 10% hatch for parts of Texas, a little bit of Louisiana there, Arkansas, and Oklahoma. 5% we have extending from Texas to Louisiana, Arkansas, and heading up into Missouri with that 5%. And then this 2% goes from Texas to Louisiana, Arkansas, Tennessee, a little bit of Kentucky, Illinois, and Missouri, and just a little bit of Oklahoma. So yes, we do have a risk tomorrow. So anyway, some cities that will experience some tornadoes possible do include Little Rock, Tyler, Fort Smith, Longview, and Fayetteville under the significant severe. We have Little Rock, North Little Rock, Conway, Hot Springs, and Texarkana under the 15% hatched. We have Tyler, Fort Smith, Longview, Fayetteville, and Jonesboro under the 15% hatched. We have Shreveport, Bossier City, Springdale, Corsicana, and Greenville under the 5%, and Dallas, Memphis, Plano, Garland, and Mesquite under the 2%. So we do have this. So I would say 15% hatch. You could see an EF2 plus tornado possible. 10% hatch, you could see an EF1 tornado possible. 5%, you could see an EF1 to EF2 possible. And then 2%, you could just see an EF0 to EF1 possible. So please be mindful wherever you are. You could be having a risk of tornadoes. Going into tomorrow's damaging wind risk, we've got parts of Texas, Oklahoma, Louisiana, Arkansas, Tennessee, Missouri, Illinois, Kentucky, and Indiana under the 15%. And we got parts of Texas, Louisiana, going into Mississippi, Tennessee, Kentucky, Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Missouri, and Oklahoma having the 5%. So, cities that are expected to see some damaging wind gusts. We have Dallas, Memphis, Fort Worth, Arlington, and Plano under the 15%. And San Antonio, Indianapolis, Columbus, Austin, and Cincinnati under the 5%. So that's what we got going on for tomorrow. So we 15% we could see damaging wind gusts of 60 to 75 miles per hour possible, and 5% we could see 60 to 70 mile per hour wind gusts possible. So please be mindful of the wind threat tomorrow. Going on to the hail threat for tomorrow, we have a 30% hatched area for parts of Texas, a little bit of Louisiana, Arkansas, and Oklahoma. We do also have a 15% hatched area for parts of Texas going into Arkansas, a little bit of Oklahoma. We do have this little bit going on down here in deep South Texas. Whoa, there went the website with resetting. And we do have the normal 15% from Texas through Louisiana, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Missouri, a little bit of Mississippi, Tennessee, Kentucky, Illinois, and Indiana there having that normal 15%. And we do also have the 5% for parts of Texas, Oklahoma, Louisiana, a little bit of Arkansas, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, Ohio, Illinois, Indiana, Missouri, a little bit of Kansas, and Oklahoma there. So yeah, we do have a hail risk for tomorrow. Anyway, tomorrow we've got, let's see what cities we've got. We got Little Rock, Abilene, Tyler, San Angelo, and Fort Smith under the significant severe. We have Tyler, Longview, Hot Spring, Texarkana, Texarkana, Texas, and Texarkana, Arkansas under the 30% hatched. San Antonio, Dallas, Austin, Memphis, and Fort Worth under the 15%. And in Indianapolis, Columbus, Tulsa, Cincinnati, and Louisville under the 5%. So I definitely will say for the 30% hatch, you could see 1 to 4 inches of hail. 15% hatch, you could see 1 to 3.5 inch hail. 15% normal, you could just see 1 to 3 inch hail. And 5%, you could see 1 to 2 inch hail. So please be mindful, wherever you may be, you might have a hail threat. So, tomorrow, this is the summary for tomorrow. Several clusters of strong to severe storms are possible from central Texas across the Arklatex into the lower Ohio Valley Friday and Friday night. The greatest threat for tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds will be from the Arklatex across western Arkansas, including potential for strong to potentially intense tornadoes. So anyway, I really do hope that you are taking today to prepare for this event. There's tomorrow's hail risk. There's tomorrow's wind risk. There's tomorrow's tornado risk. And tomorrow's day 2 outlook. So I do really hope that you are taking today to prepare. After hopefully watching this, you are hopefully getting yourself to preparation for tomorrow. So anyway, make sure you do prepare tomorrow, and we will go over this outlook again tomorrow when it becomes day 1. Anyway, hope you stay safe tomorrow and stay weather aware.